Welcome to Crack Pack. My name is Andrew. Today we're cracking open Innistrad Crimson Vow. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is a wildcard token, followed by a wolf token. Then we have a foil Oakshade Stalker, which transforms into Moonlit Ambusher. And we have a forest for our land, followed by Consuming Tide, which for 2 blue is a sorcery that reads, each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then you may draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. So, potentially well, not even potentially. This is a board wipe in a sense, with then a little bit of possible card draw too. So everyone has to return every non-land permanent except for 1 back to their hands. And then if your opponent has more cards in hand than you, you get to draw a card. It's kind of a nice little upside to resetting the board. Ideally, you do this when you don't have a big board either, so that you're more likely to draw a card and you're less likely to have to discard down to size, while forcing your opponents to have way too much in their hand and having to discard at the end of their turn. Can't always have that happen, but that is, in my opinion, that'd be the ideal time to do this, since you're just bouncing everything instead of destroying everything. It's a good enough option for a board wipe to be included if you don't have other really big, powerful, like Armageddon Wrath effects, where you're destroying everything, or if you don't have a Cyclonic Rift where you're able to do it one-sided. This is the next best thing, where it's bouncing everything everyone has except for 1. Right, and then you also get the little upside of possibly drawing a card. So it's a good enough board wipe to have. So I'm happy to have it. I don't have any of those other really big, impactful ones that are immediate threats. This is a nice, smaller option. Next we have Dormant Grove, which transforms into Gnarled Grove Strider, followed by Blood Hypnotist, Crawling Infestation, Drogskull Infantry, which transforms into Drogskull Armaments, Massive Might, Syncopate, Sure Strike, Piercing Light, Unhallowed Phalanx, Heron Blessed Geist, Chill of the Grave, and Mind Leech Ghoul to round out the pack. Now today's Pack 1 Pick 1 Okay, I kind of like Dormant Grove. For 3 and a green, it's an enchantment that reads, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if that creature has toughness 6 or greater, transform Dormant Grove. And transformed, the Gnarled Grove Strider is a 3/6 vigilant creature that reads, other creatures you control have vigilance. So this is a signpost for drafting +1/+1 counters and creatures, which in green, those are 2 things that green likes anyway. Its payoff being turning everything vigilant is fantastic, meaning you can swing away and still have all your blockers, and since you probably spread a lot of +1/+1 counters around with the enchantment side of this, you probably have some pretty big creatures already. And especially since for this to transform, you have to have another creature that has toughness 6 or greater. That is a great blocker. So this is, again, saying, hey, just draft creatures and +1/+1 counters. Find ways to spread +1/+1 counters around to lots and lots of creatures, and then turn them all into vigilant creatures when this transforms. Now that is my pick one, but there are other great options in this pack, so if you have a different pick one, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for today, so thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow as we crack open another pack.